Well.
Here we
to
go.
Start the show today.
Breaking
Welcome
news.
in.
This is real.
Zolak and Bertrand, Hardy in for Beetle once again. Jakobi Meyers. It's unbelievable.
Jakobi Meyers to where?
It is unbelievable.
The Las Vegas Raiders.
Jakobi Meyers to the place where he just recently threw a lateral to Chandler Jones for a touchdown to win the game. Is getting paid $33 million for 3 years. An AAV of 11. You lost to the Raiders on Jakobi Meyers. Well, it goes to show you what you thought locally of Jakobi Meyers to not go to that extent. We've been talking about this for weeks. Number two receiver on the market was probably going to get somewhere between 18 to 20. I heard Phil talk about it. Curran, who was on BST last night? Or it was, I think it was Breer. Bedardus talked about this. Giardi was the first one to really, I think, have the number out. Anywhere between 11 and 15, and the number lands at 11.
$11 million a year, $21 million guaranteed. Jakobi Meyers, 3-year deal, $33 million. So 11 a year, that's 21 guaranteed to the Las Vegas Raiders. Jakobi Meyers gone. No longer a Patriot, not re-signing him, not because the number got to 14, 15. They didn't want to go that high. No, $11 million a year for your default, de facto number one receiver. But that's your guy.
The most productive guy over the last 2 years.
Now what do you have, Zoe?
I don't know. If I'm Mac Jones, I'm like, oh, what? What? I was fighting for Jacoby to stay. I hope they would be in around this number. I thought maybe Patriots would be in around 12. And then you still add. Mm-hmm. So in a matter of 2 days, a guy who I thought, and I know it didn't show from a production standpoint, but I thought Jonnu Smith had the ability to be maybe your most explosive guy if you used him the right way. Mm-hmm. He was misused. He's gone. Your most productive receiver on third down, your first down catcher, is now gone. You're subtracting, you're not adding. Something's coming. Something better be coming. I said this yesterday, something's coming. I don't know that. Like, there weren't many receiver moves. Odell Beckham's still out there. Mm-hmm. DeAndre Hopkins is still out there. Yeah. See, even if you bring Hop in,
it doesn't matter. You need more guys.
You need a slot. You definitely need a slot.
First thing that we talked about, Ted. I mean, like when you were here last week or whatever, the first day when we were, I'm like,
a couple weeks ago, yeah.
Is it enough to bring in somebody? And if Myers goes, like, no. What are you, soft? No. You need to keep Jakobi Meyers and add to it, and add someone preferably better than Jakobi Meyers. So the first things first, keep Jakobi Meyers.
Correct.
How much would Zoe, if I told you yesterday you could have him at $11 million a year? Done. Actually, there's a couple other teams offering 11. You're going to have to go to 12.
That's the one
and
where
you're going to have to guarantee 24 of it for 3 years.
Wow.
Okay.
Done. It was done.
Thank you for your service here. He's a good little player. I had fun calling games with him.
Leading receiver for the last 3 years, led the team in first down receptions the last 3 years. Got him at, you had him for pennies for the production. I think it's I think what's the most, let me put it this way. The thing that stands out the most isn't the fact that he went to the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah.
It's what he went for. Yeah. And that tells you what the Patriots were obviously offering him.
Were they at 10? Were they 9?
Maybe 8.
Were they Welker money?
No.
I hope it seeps out.
You let him set the market. He went and found a market. You said, we're not going to the market.
Yeah.
That's what happened here. You're left with Parker, Bourne, and Thornton. Oh, you still have a tight end in Hunter Henry. That's it, guys. I don't have a tackle yet.
You said it. You said it
you
best.
Don't have another tackle yet.
It was for me to feel good about the offseason regarding the wide receiver position. It was you retain Jacoby and you get somebody better than Jacoby. That was the only scenario in which I was going to feel good about the wide receiver position. It wasn't, everybody just kind of said it's either Jacoby or an elite wide receiver. It's like, no. This team needs Jacoby and it needs an elite wide receiver. And the fact that Jacoby went for what he went for, I think that's embarrassing.
Josh got a pretty good quarterback in Jimmy. Say what you want about Jimmy and his frailty and this and that, but when he's healthy, he wins. Yeah. He finds a way to win. He's not the most toughest guy out there. You get Jimmy on the cheap, I think, for 25.
Mm-hmm.
You got this guy pretty cheap at 11. You added to Devontae Adams. You added to Waller. You added to Renfro. You still have your backs. Now you still got pieces. Jesus. We got a lot of work to do, boys. We got a lot to work. Well, I couldn't imagine being Billy O'Brien right now. And what are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
Unless Billy doesn't like him.
I can't imagine that.
But maybe Billy wants a quick, speedy guy like a Brandon Cooks in here. I'd be happy with that. Maybe Billy wants a big burly tight end to add to Hunter Henry. I'd be good with that.
But so you need different elements.
No, but I know that. So I'm like, so how's he stacking the offense?
You need your deep. You need your consistent guy on third down.
I need my dig runner.
So
I need a guy like
one
over the middle.
It's all of it.
See, I think Parker goes over the middle. I'm okay with Parker, and I think Bourne's good on some bang routes, the curls, the comebacks. He can fight for the ball. I'm okay with Bourne and Parker. I don't know anything on Thornton yet. You got to find ways to get him loose, and you got to teach him the offense. Henry will be an okay tight end. You still need another guy. You need a one. You need a freaking one.
I kind of can't believe it. I kind of can't believe that after they did so little yesterday. And we're going to get into what Tommy Curran had to say. Everybody calm down about what they didn't do yesterday. Okay.
Hard to say calm down after this one.
And look, he makes a lot of good points.
He's right, though.
I wonder, though, if he's thinking like, maybe, and he will. Now, Curran is constantly putting stuff out there and, updating his comments and commentary and thoughts and stuff based on the market, So he's got to be thinking a little bit differently today. We'll get to what he had to say. And we'll get to what Greg Bedard had to say, too. But does it make you feel better at all that they're interested, maybe, reportedly, in Philip Dorsett?
No.
Like, what?
No.
What are we do? What? What?
Bringing Philip Dorsett back, that reeks of the old ecosystem in which you had Tom Brady, and you could bring these guys back, and you can't.
Yeah, you had Gronkowski, Edelman, and Amendola to move opposite him with Hogan, and he could catch one on the back.
I think what's hard for me to believe is that even 3 years going into the fourth offseason since Tom Brady's left, that the Patriots still think they have Tom Brady as their quarterback. They're behaving in a way in which they think,
yes,
hey, we still got Tom as the quarterback. We don't need guys like we'll find guys to fill in. No, you won't.
See, I was with Curran yesterday on the relaxed part. Like let everybody else overpay for some people that probably won't work out. Who knows what OBJ could do and this and that. You can relax there. But when you were talking for the last couple of weeks, all of us were, including all of them, that 15 to 18 or 20 is even such a high number for Myers. And then the Giardi stuff, 11 to 15 would be like, it'd be great. The Patriots could get him around 11.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you miss out on him?
It's amazing.
I didn't want him.
How'd Josh get him?
Didn't want him.
They got other plans.
And I would love for somebody in the local media to go find out what happened here. What was he offered? Was the offer close? Was it not even close?
Oh, it'll come out.
I hope so.
We have to also consider, and I didn't get this sense from Jakobi Meyers in the leading up to this, but we have to consider that he didn't want to be here anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And that just playing for same or maybe in a little less money out with Jimmy Garoppolo and Josh McDaniels in Las Vegas in the Taj Mahal of football out there in the desert.
You got to train there all summer, remember?
It's a nice town. I enjoyed living there.
Taxes.
Young man in the prime of his life.
How's the tax rate out there?
No state income tax.
Oh, interesting.
Okay? You have to consider that this is what he wanted and this is what he chose. However,
he's earned his right to do this. He has.
There was no report, no commentary, nothing leading up to that to make me believe that this is what he actually wanted.
Boy, this came right out of nowhere. Whammo. 10 a.m. today, announced.
Didn't you get the sense that he wanted to stay in New England or that he was...
I thought he wanted to go out to show New England that there's a respectable market for me out there. Pay me this number that I'm getting.
And it sounds like Just based on what we knew leading up to it and how it's happened now, he went up and found that number. They said, "Oh, good for you."
Yeah.
Bye.
Well, that's exactly what happened. Though is there were two players that were reportedly told to go out and find what your value is and get a deal and come back to us and we'll decide whether or not we want to match it. That was Jonathan Jones, Jacoby Meyers. Jonathan Jones, we don't know if he shopped himself around or if he did. Debbie didn't like the offers. He came back, signed with the Patriots. Jacoby Meyers, a different story. And the price in which the Raiders got him, that's embarrassing for the Patriots that they didn't. And again, we don't know. Maybe they offered more money and Jacoby still wanted to go to Las Vegas. I doubt it. But I hope we find that information out because
I'm starting to get actually legitimately worried now. This is, and I know there's still receivers out there, but right now you still got Mac Jones. You have taken away from him. They haven't added anything yet. Still very, very early. But if they are saving up money and they're moving cap space and they're freeing up space in order to make a big splash, let's say it is for Lamar Jackson. Who's he going to throw to? How much? What are you doing? What are you doing? What's going on? Because right now, it makes me a little bit nervous about the direction of this team. Curran says the exact opposite based on how things went down last season. Yeah. It's great column that he wrote. We're going to get to it next.
That was last night, though.
Yeah, and you're well. He still makes points that stick today.
Fair.
Even with the news that Jacoby Meyers going to the Las Vegas Raiders, 3 years. $33 million.
Go get Jerry Jeudy today. Go get Jerry Jeudy.
Yeah, well,
let's get going.
You got to get somebody, and we'll get you on the phone. 617-779-0985.